Welcome back to my channel. I'm Gerard Luat, owner and witch of Earth's Curious Goods. And today's video is all about stopping those negative thoughts. So have you ever had those moments of dark phases, or maybe you second guess yourself? I'm going to show you a technique in today's video that will help you deal with some of those thoughts and put them to the side. So if you like today's video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. So without further ado, let's begin. Okay, so what you're going to need is something to write on. You can use a piece of paper like so, like I'm going to be doing. You can use a journal, a notebook, a diary, but it just needs to be something, a sheet that you can actually write on. And you'll need something to write with, of course. I'm using a permanent marker. I just prefer to use a permanent marker just because of, if you saw my previous videos, I found it a lot more effective and it's permanent. So it just states to the universe and to yourself that what I'm doing is something that is permanent and I don't want it moved or erased. Now if you only have a pencil handy or a marker or a ballpoint pen, that's fine too, okay? Make the magic your own. But today's demonstration, I'm going to be using permanent marker. It's one of those fine tip permanent markers. These are so awesome. Cool. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to stop those negative thoughts, whether it's for spell work or if you just did one of like an intention spell, or if it's just your daily life. This is a great technique to do. I highly recommend it. So what we're going to do is when you're having one of those rough days, or if you just finished a spell, for instance, and now you're questioning it, or some negative thoughts are interfering, this is a great way to get it out. And a good thing to do also is, like, say you just got into an argument with someone, or you're just not getting along with someone. I'm going to use that as an example. Actually, that'll be a good example. So we'll just say, like, say you got into an argument with someone, okay? And now those negative thoughts are going in through your head. He's going to leave me. She's going to leave me. Oh, this is just the worst fight ever. What we're going to do is we are going to draw what's called the Esau rune. And it may just look like a line. That's the best way to look at it. So you're just going to draw a line in the middle of the paper. Now, it doesn't matter if your paper is horizontal or vertical. I just chose horizontal, but you can do it vertical as well. It won't matter, but it'll look like that. And that'll be what's called the Esau rune. Now, the Esau rune is great for stopping things, stopping thought processes that don't serve you. It serves as, what it's going to do here is one thought process on one side and another thought process on the other side. It calls to look inward, so it stops those negative thoughts is what we want. So on one side of this paper, and I'm going to choose the left side, you're going to write all the negative thoughts that come out. So he is going to leave me. All right. We will never make amends. Amends. And I'm doing, these are just an example, but this is the worst fight ever. What other kind of negative things? It would be, we'll say, my feelings are hurt the most. Okay, and I'm just going to end it there. You can go on and on and on. As many negative thoughts as you can. You're going to fit it all on one side, so on the left side of the paper, okay? So it'll look like that right now. So that's what I have. Okay. Now on the other side of the paper, on the other side where you drew the Esau rune, on the right side, you're now going to write all positive things to reiterate, and and once again, I'm using the example of I got into a fight in my relationship, for instance. We made up today. We sat and talked through our problems. Our relationship is stronger than ever. Just do one more so it balances out before. So we made up today, we sat and talked through our problems, our relationship is stronger than ever. I am very happy in my relationship. Okay. So, as you can tell, on one side, on the left side, we have all the negative thoughts, all the negative things that are coming into play. Then in the middle is the Esau rune. It's like a line. And on the right side of the page, we have all the positive stuff, all the great things, things that could turn this into this, okay? And if you notice, as I was saying these things, these are all present tense things. So it's not like I'm hoping we make up today, I hope we make up today. It's we made up today. We sat and talked through our problems. Our relationship is stronger than ever. So it's very present in the moment. Now, it already happened, okay? So now that we have our negative thoughts here, and in your head you need to see these things, that one is separated from the other. It cannot go to the other side, okay? So now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear down right on the side of the Esau rune, and I'll show you after I'm done tearing this. Hold on. Okay, so when I tore down, the Esau rune is still on there. I just tore right on the side there. So you see how all the positive thoughts are there, and then the Esau rune, okay? So you keep the Esau rune there, and then now we have our negative thoughts, okay? And then you're going to look at these negative thoughts. You can read it out loud. I tend to read it out loud. It seems to reiterate it and make it a lot stronger and potent. And you can just read it in your head if you want. Maybe you're in an area that you can't read these negative thoughts out loud, so you can just read it in your head. But you have to read through them all, okay? At the end of reading it, you're going to ask yourself, does this serve any purpose in my life? Is this making things better? Okay, so he is going to leave me. Does that thought serve any purpose in my life? Is it making things better? We will never make amends. Does that make things any better by thinking that? This is the worst fight ever. Does that help my relationship right now? Tell yourself these things. My feelings are hurt the most. Does that help anything? Okay? So once you ask yourself that, you'll find that it empowers yourself. You're finding that you're letting your mind know that these do not serve me, okay? The Esau rune is now separating it, that now we were gonna keep it in this, okay? And then you're gonna fold it. You're gonna fold it away from you. So you saw how I folded it away, okay? You're gonna turn it clockwise and fold it again. Okay, clockwise and fold it again. Okay, so there you go, you have this. It's now contained. Now what you could do, and this is what I would recommend, is burn it. And I would, burn this, put this in the cauldron, or you could bury it. You know, burying it is a real big one. I would probably bury it as well, but either one would do. But you need to do these things, okay? Because we want to banish them. You want this to go away from you. You want this out of your life. These negative thoughts will no longer serve you, okay? The positive thoughts you're going to keep with you, and you want to see them. You want to keep it where you'll be able to see it, okay? So keep it on your desk. You can put it under your pillow, and you wake up, you look at it, but you need to come across it. So you need to come across and see the Isa rune and the positive thoughts, okay? And should you feel like those negative thoughts are starting to creep back up, you're going to read through your positive thoughts, look at that Isa rune again, okay? There you are. That's the simplest method, works like a charm. So if this resonates with you, or if you're going to try it out, don't forget to comment down below and let me know how it works out for you. Well, I hope you liked today's video, and if you did, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and of course, don't forget to subscribe as I make new videos every week. And until then, stay earthy, stay magical. Bye for now.